What are these creepy freaking paintings all over my house? Hold on, can I just like go outside? No, I can't. Okay. Let's see what's over here. Dang, it's so freaking dark. Uh-huh. So I see what we need to do. Yeah, I can't open that. This another door.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
There's a tape in the dining room. Well, we'll go to the dining room in a second. I'm just gonna look upstairs real quick. What is with all these weird looking paintings everywhere, dude? Like, why do I have paintings of that and that? Is this the dining room? No. Is this ain't? Well, I need to find the tape in the dining room. Which, this is the dining room. Nice. See what's in here. Huh. So this leads to the living room. Okay. I do seem really calm right now, but I'm like really scared.
The house is one of the key elements that separates modern humanity from its more primitive antecedents. No other creature goes to such lengths to create lasting, permanent shelter for itself, nor regards such shelters with such reverence and import. Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy toward their homes? There are many reasons, of course, but perhaps it is due in some small part to seeing them as a reflection of ourselves.
There's a tape in the downstairs bathroom.
The anatomy of the house is such that this analogy is less superficial than at first it may seem. To carry it further, if we were to dissect a house as we might a human cadaver, we would find ourselves able to isolate and describe its various appendages and their functions in a decidedly anatomical fashion. There is even a fair number of direct comparisons to be drawn between those organs of a house and those of a human body.
Tape in the garage. That's not the garage.
For example, let us examine the living room. Often the dominant space of a house's ground level, as well as typically the center of activity in a well-populated home, the living room is very much the heart of the house. While a human heart circulates blood to oxygenate the body's extremities, the living room circulates people, activity, communication. It is the room most likely to be found breathing, as active and vivacious as its name will imply. The comparison is only strengthened when we consider also that the living room is most commonly the room to contain the fireplace, making it additionally a locus of actual physical heat. It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are its veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend or a long drive and come suddenly face to face with a tall, dark manor will tell you that it is difficult to shake the impression that the house, through its lightless windows, is a creature capable of vision and intelligence.
This dude is speaking facts. This guy's writing his fire.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, dreams are dreamt, passions are ignited, epiphanies are experienced in cold sweat at early hours. In the bedroom is where people invariably spend the majority of their time, though comparatively little of it whilst conscious.
If this is considered the torso, this is considered the spine. Then all the way over here, not here, this is considered the bedroom. This is the most depressing bedroom that I've ever seen.
And yet this analogy is an incomplete one, for obviously the mind is an exceedingly complex thing. If the bedroom represents the thinking, dreaming part of the brain, then it is the basement that represents those lower, unconscious parts. The basement is dark. It is buried. It is a place full of cobwebs where memories are stored. A poignant comparison, truly. Often the unnerving uncertainty that comes with considering the deeper aspects of the human psyche is not unlike gazing down at the swimming blackness pooled at the bottom of a basement stairwell. It is a place we spend our childhoods filling with monsters that will lay for years in patient silence. It is a place that, barring some specific errand, we seldom ever want to go.
The basement. So much for memories. This place is empty. Okay. There's the stairs. There you go.
Of course, this comparison, though appropriate, is a very heavy-handed one, and often the basement is little more than a storage space littered with the corpses of spiders and woodlice. While poets and psychoanalysts no doubt dread the thought of a dark basement, in truth, it is the bedroom, the waking mind, that place of dreams. It is actually the most frightening of all.
I agree. I agree with what he's saying. I can understand what he's saying. I actually like where this is going. And I feel like this is more of a psychological horror. Well, I say that, but I'm like really scared right now. But I am disturbed, which is what a psychological horror should do. And also, oh, yeah, I'm just glad to see where this is gonna go.
It is here, in the bedroom, that we are at our most vulnerable. Each night we shut our senses to the world for hours at a time, trusting in the house to keep us safe until next we wake. In this state of extreme vulnerability, we will spend something like 20% of our lives. Anything might stand beside us, watch us, keep us company until dawn.
Wait a
We
minute.
would never perceive it.
There's no
We
door.
can only pray that the house will not let such things carry on as we sleep. In this way, during these hours, the bedroom seems less like a mind and more like a mouth. For it is here that the house is most likely to betray us. It is here that we place ourselves most at the house's mercy and spend each night hoping that it will not bite down.
Yeah. Frick yeah. I enjoyed that first part. Part 2.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defied the era of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
So, part 1 was straightforward. I cannot understand a word he said.
Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy?
Okay. The mirror. Uh, there is a doors unlocked. What is this? This is weird. A prayer. I wonder why she was yelling the prayer. There's a tape in the living room. Is it accurate to say that I feel like something bad is gonna happen in this living room? Oh, whatever. This is a psychological horror game after all. It's supposed to make me feel disturbed, not, not scared.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are like veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend on a long drive and come suddenly face to face with a pale, dark manor will tell you that the house is a creature capable of...
Oh, I have to find a tape again? This is so freaking boring. Okay, guys. I now have a even worse feeling that I did before. I am very scared. Oh, dude, that was so rude. Okay.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom,
I dream that there are teeth growing all over me, everywhere on me and in me, like cysts or bone spurs. They're loose, but I can't remove them because I have no hands. I look out through the bedroom window and I see a truck approaching. A young man steps out, approaches, and enters through the front door. His body is covered in swollen ticks the size of quarters. He's walking through the downstairs hallway and laughing. He begins urinating on the wall. He spits on the carpet. He's moving through the first floor, breaking and upsetting things. He goes to the basement and stands at the top of the stairs. I'm angry at him, so I slam the door and he falls down. I can feel his bones snapping. The ticks are bursting, oozing old black blood everywhere. I can feel him being ground up, dissolved and torn, splitting and shredding. I leave the door closed. I close my eyes and try to sleep. The teeth continue growing on me until there's nothing left of me but teeth and gums and sinew.
The basement is dark.
Uh, uh. Now why the frick you open up? Well. Fricker. That scared me. So let's see, where am I now? This looks like the bedroom. Everything is messed up. Man, I don't want to like continue looking for these tapes, dude. That are just like somewhere. Hurts. Okay. Okay. What is that? Okay, you're getting annoying. Shut up. Oh my gosh. That's a freaking sewage slide mouse thing. Is it still going? My gosh, it don't shut up. Am I gonna hear that downstairs also? Freaking hope not. Thank goodness. It's still going. Oh. I didn't even know you could turn on the TV.
If we were to dissect the house, we would find organs and stomach, brains and minds and eyes, dreams and memories and a mouth that will bite down.
What the frick? Oh, it teleported me. Well, I don't like that. Okay. Come on. Let's do this! Who's down here? Who's down here? I'm coming after you.
There is an important distinction that must be drawn between the words dissection and vivisection, a distinction that would appear to be lost on you. Your purpose was to listen, and yet at every turn you have pried, you have prodded, and you have interfered. Have you not been paying attention? Did it not occur to you that as an organism existing within a greater organism, your intrusion would be felt? And still you harassed. And now, like the wayward spider who witlessly settles upon a sweeper's tongue, you will be swallowed. Because the truth is this. When a house is both hungry and awake, every room becomes a mouth.
Okay. That's what the TV said. See, these are houses. This is a large manor.
What happens to a house when it is left alone?
It
When it
rots.
becomes worn and aged. When its paint peels and its foundations begin to sink. When it goes for too long unlived in. What does it think of? What does it dream? How does it regard those creatures who built it, brought it into existence only to abandon it when its usefulness no longer satisfies them? It may grow lonesome. It may stare for long hours into the darkness of its own empty halls and see shadows. And its heart may jump as it thinks, here's someone again, I'm not alone. And each time it is wrong, and the hurt starts over. It may haunt itself, inventing ghosts to walk its floors, making friends with its shadow puppets, laughing and whispering to itself at the end of some quiet cul-de-sac. It may grow angry. Its basement may fill with churning acid like an empty stomach, and its gorge may rise as it asks itself through clenched teeth, what did I do wrong? It may grow bitter. It may grow hungry. so hungry and so bitter that its scruples dissolve and its doors unlock themselves. While a house may hunger, it cannot starve. And so, in fever and anger and loneliness, it may simply lie in wait. Doors open, shades drawn, hallways empty, hungry.